First off, let me just start by saging this room, my sacred space, from everything that's fixing to happen in it. I know, I haven't done a video in a while. I've been busy. I'm a mom. So, I thought, what better of an idea to jump on the bandwagon just like everybody else and do a reaction video, or maybe a few. It just depends on how this one goes. So, I figured I would do a reaction video in regards to our second biggest pandemic, the Super Karen. We all know it's real and we all know it's happening. In this case, I think I would also require a face mask. So let's jump into the first one I saw. And before I forget, I will be giving credit where credit is due for where I got the videos. So let's jump in. The first one I think I picked because of just the hilarity of it. It wasn't the whole video itself, and I don't show the whole video. It was the ending. It was the ending of the video that made it epic. Just check it out.
You need to calm down. What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Box.
Is this thing on? Just making sure. If it was possible to level up as a Karen, she just did it. She clearly just leveled up in her Karen adventure. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but to hear a Karen say that it's okay, my kids can't hear, they're listening to Kids Bop, it just makes it so much better. It just makes it so much funnier. So, moving on to the second one. This one I also find funny, and you will see why. But there's something said here that just made me laugh. Like, I actually legitimately laughed really hard at this. And hopefully you will too. If not, then maybe my humor level's a little off and cuckoo because of lack of sleep. But I'll let you guys watch it and you tell me what you think.
I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask, and I'm not required by HIPAA rules and regulations to disclose that.
Okay, can we shop for you?
So, what does that look like? I have private things I want to get, but maybe I don't want you to see.
Forgive me if we've offended you, Karen. They're trying to help. This manager is clearly doing his best to help. Karen, on the other hand, is clearly doing her best to sound like a dumbass. Yeah, I know that's wrong. That's not nice. But, the proof is in the pudding, right? The man asks you if he can do your grocery shopping, or not grocery shopping, whatever shopping she's doing for you. And you say no because the things you have to get are private. Ma'am, this is a public establishment, meaning what you buy is kind of going to be public. Nobody's going to walk around with a black bag holding your stuff for you, sticking a scanner in it and privately scanning it so nobody sees it. You want to buy it privately? Stay home with your bunny slippers on the comfort of your couch and your Starbucks, and buy it at home. Don't go to a public store. Just saying. Okay, this last one takes place in Walgreens. And everybody knows that irregardless or regardless, however you want to say it, Walgreens requires you to have an ID. And you cannot purchase alcohol or tobacco without that ID. I know every other store does it, but I know Walgreens is very, very good about it. They're really good about IDing people. Even if you look like you're 75 years over 100. This woman clearly isn't getting it. To her, her credit card is her ID. Her phone number is her ID. Just take a look.
Right day.
You just follow prompts there.
What's your name?
There's nothing in here for you to ring out.
I have American Express. That's platinum. I bet that's it.
You have no product in there because you've given me no ID.
Karen, what's your last
I
name?
have a American Express card that's platinum. Take
Yeah.
that.
There is no product run in without an ID.
You want to have a...
Do you want to give me an ID?
You know what? Give me a manager.
I am the
She
manager.
is the manager.
I don't believe it.
I'm here every day. I have to show my ID every day. Just show
Who
it.
the hell are you?
I'm not Karen.
Ma'am,
Great.
okay, here's the deal, or I will call the police. Okay? You need to leave. This is going to do you no good.
That's a very valid card.
Ma'am,
Put it in
there's
your-
no
put it in your
product
purse
in here
then.
because you won't give me your ID.
Okay, I'll give you my ID. Right here. Here you go.
That's all we had to do.
Here you go.
All we had to do.
There
There you go.
Thank you. I don't mind.
Tell me you caught the part at the very end where I stopped it, where she's okay with giving her ID. You heard her, right? That's one thing I love about this video. It's not as funny, I don't think, as the other two, but I still put it in the funny category because after all of that, after you telling the manager who you didn't think was a manager that you'll just give your phone number. Oh no, here's a card. Here's a credit card. She's telling you that there is no product in the system. Their system cannot ring anything up until you give them your ID. And you're telling her that your credit card and your phone number are forms of ID. I don't know. And you refuse several times to give your ID. It's like it would just like burn you to the core to pull it out of your wallet. Okay. And then we get to the very end of it. After all of that, we get to the very end of it and you say that you don't mind? You don't mind giving your ID? No, well, I don't mind ending the video here.